It was our first meal together for years. Steaks, mine, medium rare. His on the wrong side of pink for me. We'd had colorful past, me and my brother. But here we are, eating together at the same table, just like old times. It's all I wanted. Years back, when we were 8 and 10, we walked up and down our neighborhood every weekend, every day after school. By the ages of 12 and 14, he'd fallen in with the wrong crowd, and I'd followed. One particularly hot summer's day, we went out in shorts and vests, and I had my first score. And so began the decline of my life. Before that day, we sat together and had dinner every evening. Steaks on a Saturday, and it was never the same after the first score. We didn't say much. It was strange after so long. We just sat and ate and enjoyed the company. He struggled to look me in the eyes. Back when he had first got into law, 28 at the time, I showed up at his door at well past midnight. 26, stuttering, mumbling, hi. Well, I don't remember this, but so I was told. I slumped against his door and gently passed out as he denied me entry to his house. He'd already tried everything. So that's why this meal meant so much. After such a long time, to be sitting here with him, nothing could ruin it. And then I heard the jingle of the keys. Warden says, "Time's up, gotta go." The guard says, as he swung open my cell door. It was our first meal together for years, and it was my last.
What was that? What was what? My assistant replies. I paused for a moment. Silence. Must have been my imagination. Ready? Ready. I give the signal, and she flips the switch. For a moment, nothing happens. Then the device starts spinning. Engineers in protective suits are taking readings. Things are going well. Now the device is roaring like a jet engine. Uh-oh. A man has collapsed on the upper level. I radio for help, but before anyone can reach him, there's a flash of white light, and all hell breaks loose. Those closest to the reactor have abandoned their stations and are thrashing around violently. I can see technicians panicking in the observation deck. Another flash. Someone's charging toward me. I can't tell who it is. Their visor is covered in blood. Now they've collapsed. Oh, fuck. What's wrong with their hands? Shut it off now, I scream. My assistant flicks the switch, but the device doesn't slow down. I'm feeling nauseous. When I look back, the engineer that collapsed is gone. What the fuck is happening? Kill the power! My assistant slams the emergency shutdown. The lab goes dark, but I can still hear the device spinning furiously. The generator kicks in, and the auxiliary lights switch on. Another flash. An engineer falls from the upper level and lands right beside the device. They're lying motionless in a pool of blood. Wait a second. They're fading away. How can someone fade away? Now they're gone. The device is getting louder. More auxiliary lights switch on. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Technicians have fused with the equipment. One engineer's legs are embedded in a metal girder. Another's head and arms are protruding from their workstation. I hear a shriek and spin around. My assistant's hands have fused to the controls. She makes a twisted note of fear and pain, then vomits blood onto her visor and disappears. A technician on the upper level is fading too. His hands pass right through the rail. Then he plummets toward the device. He vanishes mid-fall. Another flash, and the glass in the observation deck breaks. It looks like the technicians are screaming. I'm feeling very faint. Now I'm staring at the ceiling. Is the lab getting distorted? No, wait, it's me. I'm fading away. Another flash. I can't hear the device anymore. Someone speaking. I look up and see myself. I'm completing the final system checks. I look back down. There isn't much of me left. No! Stop! I scream. But the words carry little weight. My previous self pauses for a moment. I'm almost gone. Oh, fuck, it hurts. It hurts so much. Don't switch it on! I look round. What was that? What was what? My assistant replies. I pause for a moment. Silence. Must have been my imagination. Ready? Ready. I give the signal, and she flips the switch.
Dear Mom and Dad, first off, I want to thank you for sending me with Dr. Jeffries to the retreat. I know it wasn't easy getting me here. I said a lot of bad things, and even thought it wasn't really me saying them. I know they must have hurt. Honestly, forcing me into therapy was the best thing you've ever done for me. It's only been 3 weeks, and already you'd be amazed at my progress. I've come so far from the raving mess who needed 3 orderlies to carry him from the house on a stretcher. Even Dr. Jeffries is impressed. With Dr. Jeffries' help, I learned to suppress the voice to the point where I can have an entire conversation without him interrupting. And even when he does interrupt, it's not like before. He can't control my body. He can't take my voice for long. At most, he can say a few words before I kick him out and regain control. I think my improvement is most apparent in writing. When I write, I can edit his words out. You can imagine how liberating it feels to finally be able to express thoughts that are mine and mine alone. Anyway, Dr. Jeffries is very optimistic about my treatment. He says that someday soon, I may be rid of the voice completely. That's actually why I wrote you this letter. I think, with your permission, he'd let me continue therapy at home. I know coming home isn't what you planned. I know you wanted to take it slow. I understand. The things the voice said, the threats, should not be taken lightly. I wouldn't even suggest it if I weren't certain I have him under control. But aside from the occasional verbal slip, I do have him under control. And I miss you. I miss you so much, it hurts. Every night I lie in bed and imagine I'm back at our house, hanging out on the porch, throwing a tennis ball for Buddy. I really think I would improve even faster at home. I love you both so much. Please consider it. Your son, Paul.